Here we go. These are Polish pickles, by the way. Yours don't have to be Polish, but for heaven's sakes, get crunchy ones. And a couple tablespoons of capers. I just love capers. Maybe a tablespoon will do. You don't have to keep putting capers in everything. You can vary my recipes just as quickly as I vary them. Rarely the same twice. And I'm going to put in a little bit of dill. Again, this is a dill salad, you see. A little bit of dill and some salt and pepper. Very little salt, shot of pepper. And we're ready to toss our Norwegian spaghetti salad. What makes it Norwegian? The dill. That's what. The dill makes it Norwegian. And then there's the shrimp, of course. That's great. Now this time, I'm going to use my hands to toss this. It's going to make an awful mess, but it's the only way I can get the spaghetti to cooperate with the dressing. And you're going to say, well, no wonder. Spaghetti normally isn't tossed with dressing. Well, you've had macaroni salads, so it isn't so weird. It's not weird at all. Is it? Look at that. Look at him go. Oh, this is fun. This is just great fun. Don't make any cracks about my childhood. It's none of your business. Oh, are cooks really children who never learned to give up mud pies? I don't think so. We all get into marvelous foods and can really enjoy ourselves. There, that's enough. Now, no, just keep your hands clean and keep rubbing them off. It's perfectly all right. It's the only way that you're going to be able to cook rapidly in your kitchen, and that's what frugal cooking means. It means that you keep your time in order and you keep your ingredients in order so that you can really cook away. That's what's important. All right, let's see. Which one does that one go into? We've got to have enough bowls here to keep us going. Here we are. Here's a big glass bowl. I think it will look good in here. So in it goes Norwegian pasta salad with peas and carrots and a lovely dressing of mayonnaise, sour cream, dill pickle, some capers, salt and pepper. And now the thing that we need, aside from some green color, is the shrimp. And I'm just going to throw it right on top. These have been cooked already. You see? And for garnish, I think we better put some parsley on that. And the dish is ready. This is a beauty, isn't it? Ouch, heavy too. Good Lord, it weighs a ton. I don't think I can pick it up. There we are. That'll bring them to the table, I promise. All right, let's go on to another one. Now this one I have stolen from a restaurant here in Chicago called the Berghoff. And they make what they call a steak salad. And the steak comes to the table rather warm, but you see I've cut the steak up into cubes, good steak, and I've seared it already. So it's all set to go. And now all I need to do is to put the steak in the pan and put a dressing on it. It's very, very simple, and it makes a lovely dish, just a gorgeous dish. All right, and here's our dressing. And this one I have to whip up kind of cold. I'm going to try a bit of mayonnaise, see how this works, huh? Try a bit of mayonnaise. We don't want this to be too heavy because the dish should be rather light, you see, to go on the old salad, go on the old beef steak. All right, let's try a bit of sour cream. Just a smidgen. I don't want that to be too heavy. And I'm quite sure that they have some pickle relish in this, a sweet pickle relish, not a dill. The one that I tasted. I'm going to put in a little bit of sweet pickle relish then. And, of course, we've got to have some fresh lemon juice. Don't use something phony from a bottle, for heaven's sakes. A little fresh lemon juice here. There we go. Now, let me mix that up and taste it and see if we have what I want. I'm not sure we do. Did you just get the feeling that sometimes I am writing recipes as we go along? You're very astute. That's the way you have to cook. All right, let's try it. Let's see what we have here. It's terrific. Nope, needs a pinch of sugar. Too sharp. Needs a pinch of sugar. Theirs was a little bit sweeter. And I think they also had a shot of Dijon mustard in this. In any case, mine is going to be terrific. I'm not trying to copy their recipe, nor do I want them to think that I'm trying to copy their recipe. All right, I have some mayonnaise, some sour cream, a bit of sweet pickle relish, some lemon juice, a little bit of sugar, and a teaspoon or so of Dijon mustard. That goes over the steak. Over the steak, yes, the steak is warm, you see, still from the stove. And we're ready to go now. We'll toss that in the dressing, and I'll show you how it's served. You ever seen such a thing? Look at this. Steak cubes in a nice salad dressing. I've got to get a platter with some lettuce on it. They make a very nice presentation of this dish, and I've never seen it anyplace else. It might be German. I expect it is. There we go. And on that, they also offer an egg, a hard-boiled egg, which they just cut in half and put on one side. And we'll do the same. See? And they also have a tomato. And I'm going to have to core the tomato, and I want you to see a gadget that I have. This little gimmick is called a core, tomato core, you see? It's a marvelous little thing. Hohen puts these out. I think they're just a gas. Look at that. Do you see that? You can't call that complicated or time-consuming, can you? Now we'll wedge up the tomato and put it on the platter, and you have a steak salad that is just delicious. Maybe you want to put a lemon wedge on that too. I don't know. It's a good one, isn't it? I love it. I just love it. Steak salad. All right. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. The next one that I want to do for you is a sausage salad, and I don't know if you've ever thought of this, but it's very, very simple. Simply grab a bowl and throw into your bowl a bunch of sausages. I'm using a little bit of Polish, already cooked, of course, chopped up. This is a bockwurst, and here's some kosher. These happen to be kosher knockwurst. I love them. That should be enough. Well, why not? Put it all in. That's okay. That's okay. There we go. Now, for this one, I'm going to make a light salad dressing. Get another bowl here. And I'll give you the recipe right now. It's very, very simple, and you can use it for just about anything you like in your kitchen in the way of good salads. You want to have a cup of olive oil, 1/2 cup of olive oil, and you want 1/2 cup of peanut oil so that your olive oil isn't too heavy in flavor. You know what I mean? Wow, that one's not going to come off of there. When your hands get oily, these corks don't work sometimes. There's 1/2 cup of olive oil, 1/2 cup of peanut oil. You notice I keep all my oils in wine bottles. They're much easier to handle that way. And 1/2 cup of wine vinegar, 1/2 cup of red, and 1/2 cup of white. So we have 2 oils and 2 vinegars in here now, right? Got that? Now our seasonings are going to be very simple. We want a bit of sugar. Oops, oops, oops. Just a pinch. That's just too much. There we go. We want a bit of mustard. You can use Dijon or you can use dry mustard, whichever you prefer. I'm using Dijon mustard. We want some ground fennel. And fennel, I've just finished grinding mine. Fennel is a marvelous flavor. It's something like anise. It's related to the anise or the licorice family. And it gives it just a marvelous, very Italian kind of flavor. Pounded mine up in a good mortar and pestle. You've got to have one of these in your kitchen. You really do. Works very well. And let's see, what else do we need? Oh, some fresh lemon juice, of course. Try and get rid of the seeds here. There they are. Fresh lemon juice. And a bit of salt and pepper, and we have the dressing. Nothing to it. Did you get the recipe? 1/2 cup of olive oil, 1/2 cup of peanut oil, 1/2 cup of red wine vinegar, 1/2 cup of white wine vinegar, pinch of sugar, pinch of mustard, and a little bit of fennel. You just do this to taste. Some lemon juice, and now some salt and pepper, and you're all set. You can use this on all sorts of good dishes. Just terrific stuff. And we're going to use it on a sausage salad. Good heavens, he's over the edge today. All righty, let's whip that one up. There we go. And I'll put on, I don't need all of this, for heaven's sakes, because I've made enough for another salad, too. That should be enough. There we go. And obviously, this isn't going to be attractive unless we put some parsley on it, right? So we'll do that. And we'll toss the sausages in our dressing. The sausages, of course, are cold. There we go. And put this on a platter and bring it to the table. It's a terrific dish. It's marvelous to have some things you know you can fall back on that you don't have to cook. You can have the cooking all done. If you cook 1 day a week, you see, you'll be in great shape. And that's what I advocate. You'd have all the sausage all cooked and ready and cut up in the refrigerator, and so you could throw this one together in a hurry. Isn't that gorgeous? Well, I think it's gorgeous because I love sausages. And there you are. All right, time for one more. I want to make a pea salad for you. Pea and bacon. A bag of frozen peas. You see? Run them under hot water. Then drain them. This is a whole sack full here. You know what I mean. Well, I don't know what that thing weighs. But anyhow, a whole bag of peas. And into that, now we want to add, here we are. We want to add some bacon, which is over here. This is about 4 or 5 sticks. What do you call them? Slices? Isn't that the word? 4 or 5 sticks of bacon. I need some green onion, just a handful. You can do this simply to your own taste. There's very little meat in this one. It's just the bacon itself. And just a couple chunks of celery, not much. Very little celery. There it is. Peas, bacon, green onions, a pinch of celery. And now we're going to add a bit of mayonnaise for our dressing. Just a shot. And a bit of sour cream. We don't need much. We don't need much. Otherwise, this will be too heavy for you. And a bit of parsley. Boop, boop. About like so, huh? All there is to it. And some salt and pepper. There we go. You know, I think most of us really spend too much time cooking frozen vegetables. I don't think we should cook them so much. You read those labels and the instructions are just awful. These are not cooked at all. And that's why they'll be delicious. This is a very popular salad in Seattle, where I hang around in the restaurants often. And I love to make it. I tried it once with fresh peas from the public market in Seattle, the old Pike Place public market. I was raised there, literally on a pickle barrel. That's the truth. And it's a heavenly dish with fresh peas, but with frozen, it's just fine. It's just fine. Here we go. A frozen pea salad with bacon and a light dressing of mayonnaise, tiny bit of sour cream. There we go. Salt and pepper and a bit of parsley. And you've got it. Don't forget the green onions. You might put in a pinch of celery. Now, let me check this one out here. I want to be sure that we have what we want, what I want. See if we need to add anything. It's perfect. Well, I think it's perfect. You want to look at these salads with me again? I'll give you the recipes again. The first one that we've done today is a steak salad that I stole from the Berghoff here in Chicago. Marvelous dish. You have a light dressing that you put on the steak that you've cooked tender. You know, don't cook it too long, for heaven's sakes. Then we have a sausage salad, and you can use your own imagination. I made a vinaigrette dressing, and I tossed it with 3 or 4 different kinds of sausages. Yes, of course you can try it with weenies. No reason not to try it. They're really quite good. Then we have a spaghetti salad with shrimp on top. And it's flavored as the kind of thing I think you'd find in Norway. It's very delicious. Then we have a roast beef salad, which has been tossed with a bit of green onion and celery and a very light mustard dressing. And on the end we have a fresh broccoli salad with chicken. You see, isn't that beautiful? And then the last one that we did just now was the pea salad, which has just a bit of bacon in it and a little bit of green onion and light mayonnaise and sour cream dressing. Pinch of parsley. There you have it. The theory behind today's session is simple. Stop spending so much time making so many different courses. A few nights a week you should sit down to one big platter of marvelous food, and this way you can blend all sorts of things together. The meats and vegetables are married together in one nice bowl, and then you're all set. That's it for today. I'm glad we could be together. Until we're together again, this is the Frugal Gourmet. I bid you peace. Bye-bye.